Hello my friends, this package came in today and oh boy does it have a nasty one inside. Let's open it, and yes it is 88 Films' new release SS Experiment Camp, and this is a web store exclusive, and here we see this Video Nasty edition. This is actually from Go Video, if I remember correctly. Go Video release, the same cover was in that UK VHS. I think this was one of the original Video Nasties, or at least a tape that made this concept of Video Nasty. Yeah, one of the first ones. So let's see what's inside of this baby. Yeah. This was the original cover that indeed horrified people in the early 80s. We have some sort of grimy looking SS officer there and some beautiful lady with breasts hanging out and hanging upside down in some sort of totem bowl or something. And there is hanging even a swastika right there. So clearly this is a entertaining film for the whole family. And this is like a cardboard box here and includes information about the film. I bet this is exactly the same than the VHS has. The background cover. A wartime Germany BOW camp is the scene of horrifying experiments carried out on young women captives in pursuit of fanatical Nazi objective of creating a master race. Amidst the degeneration and cruelty, a tender affair develops between attractive French prisoner and a handsome German officer, but he too is about to suffer the cruelest operation of all. Yeah, it's the SS Experiment. Now let's open this very carefully so we don't scratch the case or nothing else. So I will only open this so I can get the 4K out. Yes, indeed. What great time we are living. We are getting these old Video Nasties on 4K Ultra HD. Yeah, it's Italian collection number 10. So this has been out on Blu-ray. I don't have that Blu-ray. And the new artwork, I think this is fantastic. But hey, I will appreciate this video nostalgia cover. But hey, both of these are, in my opinion, pretty good. This has clearly more action, and I kind of doubt that this film will have this much action. I have seen it previously. I have the finished DVD, but I don't remember anything about. So here we have Ultra HD and Blu-ray. I am betting that the Blu-ray includes all the extras. And we have a bunch of extras there as well. I will talk about them a little bit later. And then, as usual, we have the booklet. You gotta have the booklet, otherwise it's no good, damn it. And this was a web store exclusive, limited only to 1,000 copies. Yeah, so if you didn't get it, now it's out of print. Okay, we get some couple of different artworks here, and maybe we have some sort of description about the Video Nasties. This is always interesting reading to me. And here we see that yes, indeed, this cover is the actual reproduction of that Go Video cover. And the Go Video 118 was the serial number on that. And I hear that this Go Video release is quite a sought after Video Nasty tape and goes for crazy prices these days. And one more special vinegar. This came from Huutonetti and it's from a private collector, and this is an older Vinegar Syndrome release that I have not even heard about, or at least seen. Yeah, okay, this is very well packaged. Some amateurs should take notes from this. Yeah, man, this is very tough as nails packaging right here. Oh yeah. So this is, yes, this is wrapped in plastic. It has a plastic casing around it. So My Chauffeur, a David Bayard film, and this is a Vinegar Syndrome 177 release. And let's see if I can get out this. Yeah, let's take that off. Okay, this slipcover, original slipcover, that was the best part. I paid 55 euros for this. Yeah, including the shipping fees. So I think it's a good price for a legacy Vinegar Syndrome release. So yeah, this is such an old release, it even includes a DVD in it. A couple of days have now passed and I did watch SS Experiment Camp on 4K Ultra HD. Here we have Another World Entertainment's Finnish release of SS Love Camp Experiment or whatnot. I have seen this, but it has been many years ago. I did not remember anything about this film, but now my memory is refreshed, you could say that. In this film there is this Nazi camp and then they are making experiments on these Jewish girls who are prisoners of this camp. Also there's these like a SS soldiers, young good-looking guys and good-looking girls, these prisoners that are in there. And then I don't know exactly what is the purpose of these experiments. They are, you know, forcing these girls to have sex with these good-looking studs. Then I think the goal is like to experiment with reproduction, fertility rights or something like that. I don't know. It is very unclear what the experiments are. And yes, this is a very dull film. Most of the films in this genre are pretty dull, I have to say. The premise of the film is quite nasty. Yeah, why would you make a movie like this? Why would you make a movie out of concentration camp, like an exploitation movie? And why would you watch this? That was the thing I was thinking about when I was watching this. Also there's this camp leader that is having erectile problems and he constantly complains about it, and you know, constantly throughout this film he's talking about that, hey, how can we make this kind of surgeon on me, because hey, I need to get my motherfucking mojo back. And then there's this young one of these young SS men that falls in love with one of these Jewish girls, and he agrees to go on this surgical procedure with them doing something if they can go out from this camp, if he can free one of these Jewish girls to whom he's in love with. So the experiment starts and they swatch testicles. I don't know if testicles have anything to do with the erectile problems, but hey, what the hell do I know? I mean, I'm not as smart as these people who made this movie. Okay, so then this young guy discovers that, oh my god, my dick is not getting hard. And that was the funniest moment in this scene. He was like, oh no, what they have done to me, ah! And this, you know, the leader guys, yeah, now I can go back fucking ladies, and they are having this big orgy at the end. And then this young guy comes in with a machine gun and mows everybody down. And yeah, what I found very funny in this, now the final moment, the final important character, he's shot and he falls to the ground, and before he hits the ground, the end credits roll over him. So like, okay, hey, you have seen the film, now please go away, because hey, this is how it ends, and ends very abruptly. Now that was funny. That was very funny. And hey, you might think that what I explain here is pretty funny, but I have explained you the highlights. Okay, there's some torture scene that one girl's, you know, it's boiled in hot water and then in the freezing water, and one girl gets raped by this older guy, and yeah, she stabs him with a fork in the back, and then she is hanged. That scene is captured here in this great looking cover, hanged upside down from this pole and yeah, whatnot. And one girl's brains are fried with this highly pressured air. But okay, none of these things, although they sound very horrible, but none of these things are like properly made. These look bad, and it certainly has a lot of nudity, but it is by no means any like erotic of nature. No sir. Yeah, it's dull film, it's boring film, but I will say that the music is pretty good in this. And I will also say that this film, the release has pretty good set of extras, lots of interviews, or was there lots, not lots, but there was 4 interesting interviews from different Italian guys, yeah, and everybody was talking Italian, so I had to actually watch the interviews, yeah. But the main thing here, why I bought this, is to get everything, you know, what is related with video nasties, and this is indeed one of the centerpieces of 1980s, early 1980s British video nasty hysteria. Yeah, problems back then were lot easier than they are nowadays. Yeah, if I would have to give rating to this film, I would rate this 1.5 stars. That's the absolute most I can give to this film. And I also watched this My Chauffeur, and yeah, it's an 80s comedy film, a little more little more like more happy film than compared to XX Experiment Camp. In this film, this young girl, she's like working in this restaurant, and suddenly she gets a message that, hey, you have a new job as a chauffeur, like a girl who drives a limousine, and the limousine company is full of old guys, and everybody is like hating on her, except for this one guy who is related with this rich guy who is basically running this job opportunity for her. And also Sam Jones from Flash Gordon is playing like this yuppie guy, and kind of like a very annoying guy, and on this one trip they fall in love, and yeah, basically they are like a very odd couple, but basically eventually they fall in love and they are, you know, planning to get married, but there's complications. Kind of like a yeah, easygoing film, and not harmless in any sense. I had no trouble watching it, and definitely the highlight of this film is this great actor, this main leading girl, Deborah Foreman. Her performance in this film is kind of like a very fresh and very perky, and kind of like I liked her a lot. Not so much Sam Jones. I don't think he's a very good actor, and I don't think he gonna switch these kind of parts. He suits like a very hammy parts, but if he has to be like a romantic lead, and I don't know if it's like his cup of tea. But there was also Penn and Teller, you know, these magician guys from 80s and 90s, and they appear in this strangely long scene that happens in a limousine. And in this interview I heard that there was a rape scene during that scene, and I'm kind of glad that they cut it out. It would have never fit in the tone of this movie. Yeah, but yeah, that was the film. Did I like it? Well, it was watchable, but I didn't care it too much. I would rate it like 2 stars. Yeah, and I don't know why this is part of Vinegar Syndrome's VS line, because I don't think this is at all like Vinegar Syndrome, but there are kind of weird entries, and this is definitely one of those.